Mr. Smith, he has been, in the best way I can put it, pestering me.
Yeah.
Now, he believes and has believed he was going to die for the last like 2 weeks, and has been since that VIP extraction. So maybe 3 weeks ago now, right? No, 2.5 weeks. Now, Mr. Smith, on the day of that extraction was trying to set himself up to allegedly get caught. I didn't believe Mr. Smith, nor did anything that he was willing to do for us provide any real value, at least at the extent where it was worth it, right? Like, we were already, like, you saw that, the day we dressed up Riker and Bean and whatever, like, I got that plan in motion, like, at that tsunami, like, just like, wrote the shit down, got everyone together. Some of it was throwing audibles, but it was a very sound plan, and we had enough to like react, regardless of whether or not Mr. Smith assisted. Right?
Okay.
But he was adamant that day we caught him that he was doing that he was dying for us, right? And I didn't believe it for a second, because I was like, this guy would have to be so irrationally stupid to believe his own bullshit that he's just playing a game, right? He's demanding we go at a certain place and demanding certain things line up in the way that he wants them to, which takes away the power from us, right? We need to make the plan. He doesn't know how policing works. He doesn't know what our restrictions are. He doesn't know, like, we can't rely on him to tell us what to do. It's unreasonable. Oh, shit. And that day, if you remember, in interrogation, he was very loud, thus almost exposing himself, right? And that was kind of the line for me, because I'm like, bro, you're gonna get yourself killed. You know what I mean? Like, tell everyone in the world what you're doing by just screaming in the interrogation room. After that screaming match, and he got sent up, or no, he got cut loose, right? He calls me and he's like, why did you let me go? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, we're building a case, right? Like, and just for transparency, anyone that's got a no statute of limitation or extended one, I want the marshals not speed running like charges. I want us to put like a series of charges together so that that docket case or that like arrest report actually says more. I'm not concerned about the fine and time as much as I am like the quality of the case file, right? To me, that brings more meaning towards what we do than how far long we send someone away and blah, blah, blah. And Brandon fits on that list. And I think the same goes for other big cases, right? Is that instead of charging someone for bullshit, which is just weird, like in my mind, like, it should be a solid case, right? And if we don't think we have enough on one, we can pack them together so it's a sound case. Either way, I sort of explained this, blah, blah, blah. He also apologized for yelling. But even from then, it's still the same sort of pattern where he'll call me, say he has to meet, tell me that he desperately needs to tell me something, and then it becomes something else. Now, he did start providing meteor information. And I'm going to tell you right now that we have his crystal ball, if you know my meaning. He let us open it up and enter his credentials.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by that?
No.
Okay. Are you ready for Okay, so I'd like to add you to the Faceless files.
Okay.
The tag will not be spoken about what its meaning is because everyone in the public can see it. It's going to contain files that we cannot give to the general police department for reasons. There is a clearance above that called classified that only Ruth and I have access to for reasons that, you know, it's something that we need to tell people in the moment because it's extremely sensitive, and the detectives we want attached to the Faceless case, like, you know, it's going to be extensive over time, right? By adding you to this case, and I'm going to be doing it the same with Riker, there are some core principles. Let me skip all this for a second. You know what? That's going to get in the way of the tea. We'll discuss that afterwards.
Okay.
I trust you enough to just tell you this straight up.
I appreciate it.
Do you know about how they access things?
No.
I'm going to show you something that you cannot tell anyone. That includes your high command. Are you comfortable with this?
Yeah, because it involves your investigation, and if it's got nothing really to do with mine, there's no need for me to say anything.
This is referred to as the crystal ball, and you'll see why.
Okay.
And there are other things along these lines that we keep close because of internal leaks, and because, well, everyone's fucking corrupt nowadays. It's like the in thing to do. Now when we go in here, know that the walls leak, etc., etc., and therefore I will tell you to do some things. I'll let you observe, then we will get in the car, and then we'll drive off and talk about it.
I forgot you have cells in here.
Mm-hmm.
These are better than our cells.
You ready?
I am. Take my hat off.
Let me just make sure nothing has changed. It is per person. Active right now. I'm just making sure there isn't anything in here that might be like new that we haven't seen before. And it looks like we're pretty good right now. Okay. All right. What's your state ID?
10955.
10955.
Yes. 10,955.
Whoops, I clicked the wrong one. Okay. 10955. 10,955.
Yeah, I'll triple check. 10955. Yeah.
Look at your document.
Okay, I can look at this with my eyes open.
Yeah. Just don't ever say that out loud.
This thing in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now take this.
Mm-hmm.
Open it. You'll notice something
Brilliant.
that you haven't seen. And you're going to need the thing I sent you. But don't react too hard. Because like I said, the walls.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
She's probably like, what the fuck?
Interesting. That's all I'll say is interesting. That is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just handed that back to you.
Perfect. All right. Let's go.
Do you want me to, I'm gonna delete this off my phone.
Yeah. I'll wait for her to react first. Yeah, so that's the crystal ball. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So, like I said, there's a lot of things that nobody knew about. This has been in our custody for months and months and months.
What?
Yeah. Now, note that what we have come to learn is that we only see the things that the dead man, Wyatt, could see.
Mm-hmm.
He was Inferno.
Right.
And there's a lot. We were given Mr. Smith's crystal ball. myself and Ruth. And his had a whole lot more. Now,
I see. So the other one got cut off when he died?
yeah. Think of it like maybe everyone sees something different, right? And if you're involved in something, and he was involved in like 30 different things going all the way back to last year, his thing was flooded, whereas Wyatt was sort of in the background, right? Where Mr.
Right.
Smith was in the foreground. So that added weight to the credibility of Mr. Smith. However, there has continued to be this lingering, like, can we really ever trust him? Because it's like, what if that's by design to show us things that don't matter anymore? Because they don't. All those things did is like give us credence to what he has to say. But the thing is, what he would give, we couldn't action, right? Like, what do we do with that, right? I mean, there are things that we can action, but you know, we still got to investigate, right? It's not that easy. And I get it. Mr. Smith doesn't realize and recognize that this doesn't allow, like, what are we going to do? Go and just start murdering people now? Like, these are confirmations on who to kill? No, of course not. But so fast forward, and it's like every other day we're getting a call, more information, but he's having us do things. Yesterday, Mr. Smith wanted us to meet, said that he was meeting up with, gave me a call. He says he needs to talk. He said that he believes he's going to die this week.
Okay.
And he said that he wants to have us, he wants to set up Silas. And we're like, okay, just realistically speaking, you do that while you've got all this heat on you. And remember, he got stabbed. Do you remember that whole thing?
Yeah.
Hey, Dawn, can I call you just right back?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Talk to you in a bit. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
They didn't trust him the day he got stabbed. And we also monitored him. We've been going hard, Maeve. Like, it's actually kind of cracked. Like, like the marshals have been fucking amazing. Like, everyone's like just there for who needs what. Like, monitoring the house. We monitored a day like a week ago where they had this like meeting, right? Where he was made to leave and William Hunter and Frederick White stayed alongside a third individual. I think it might have been Sneaky. I think it went Brandon left and Sneaky left, and then we believe it was Fred and Hunter. We've learned that like White is kind of like Charlie in that they do surveillance, like photographs and shit, which ties into, remember that day where we got those installations at the observatory and we caught Frederick's car, right? Now, zooming back into this conversation yesterday, leading up to this, he's telling me, Frederick knifed me. I'm going to knife him back. Like, you know, this is why I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. Some of his story is kind of inconsistent. You know what I mean? It didn't start with a certain motive and then continue with that motive till today. It kind of keeps changing. But the latest thing he told us is he wants to set up Silas. And I'm like, listen, brother, they're already onto you. You know, and I know you're fucking telling more people than you should what you're up to and expecting like them just to be mildly sus. He tells me that if they wanted to kill him, they would have, even though they didn't. Apparently the stabbing was like more of a warning, I guess. But while all this heat is happening, you're telling me you want to set up Silas. You're going to be, regardless of whether, even if we caught Silas, they're going to think you ratted. And I'm like, we can't just like we can't, even if you told us where he lives, this, that, and the third, we can't just go in there and capture him, right? Like, we'd have to be like, Mr. Smith met him and said he's in this house. And then maybe we get a raid warrant. But 90% chance Silas gets into a supercar and he's gone and now you're dead, right? This is like not smart. And
yeah.
Even though Brandon's a fucking terrorist, and has gotten so many people killed and this, that, and the third, I can't have him do something that I believe in good faith is going to lead to his death, right? And he said he understood, and then this dumb fuck called Opal and convinced her to do it, and told her that he was gonna he was gonna meet up with Silas, because he gives me a call and goes, I'm sorry, Brian, I had to do what I had to do. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, you'll find out soon. So I started freaking out, and yeah, then that's when I learned he spoke to Opal, said he was gonna meet with Silas, and then he was gonna ping the place so that we could bust him. And I'm like, bruh, like, this guy's trying to get himself killed, like, just genuinely.
Yeah.
And why is he demanding it happen today? Why is he demanding it so badly? Like, you know, and that is making me and Ruth sus. We looped in Opal on this. I gave her some of the background, and she also came to the same conclusion that we can't do things on his, like, terms. It needs to be under our terms, right? Otherwise, to the extent that it feels like maybe he wants us to make a bad detainment and Silas walks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, while all of this is happening, Maeve, and I'm freaking out, and now we're not getting a call from Brandon, and this, that, and the third, and we're like, yo, is this guy dead? Is he, there's no ping sent, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, maybe a ping might have been sent, but Opal's having issues with her phone. Like, we don't know. I don't even know if he's alive or dead right now. All of a sudden, on Twitter, the archivist twats out that my phone records and text messages are taken.
Oh, no.
We check the wiretap, and it's a unknown phone number that's requesting my phone records for the 21st and the 27th, specifically interactions with Brandon's phone and William Hunter's phone.
What?
Yep. No, not William Hunter. Brandon's phone and what's his name? Wyatt's phone.
Okay.
Those are the same numbers that Brandon used to call me on the days of those two missions. So the moment those are delivered, and I called the archivist, and that was the whole thing. They haven't been delivered yet, but when they do get delivered, that profile of whoever requested it, which I'm assuming is, I doubt it's Hunter. It makes more sense for it to be White, like, right? White being the intelligence guy, whatever. It's likely gonna be him. And so Brandon's dead the moment archivist delivers that, because regardless of what could have been said on those phone calls, it's gonna be confirmation bias, right?
Yeah.
So yep, I dealt with that yesterday.
Jesus Christ.
And in this whole background, I've been telling this dumb fuck to use his payphone. I even am kicking myself because we were about to raid the property that phone would have been at, and we would have been able to seize it. But we didn't. I was second guessing myself. We should have the day he got stabbed. But regardless of all of this, you know, I've even been trying to get Brandon to, like, come in and take all his charges, and he's like, no, I'm gonna die in prison. But you know what? I'm instead going to take him down in the way. And I'm going to take out Silas and I'm going to slit Wyatt. Or sorry, White's throat. And like, I'm just sitting over here like, none of this is going to happen. You're just going to be dead. Like, you might as well go on Twitter and say, I'm killing, fuck the Faceless. So.
Jesus Christ. That's... I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. So I called the archivist and I tried to convince him that, like, I wanted to know what he's about because I can't really trust Miller and Jr. And the archivist was an enigma in and of itself. Or at least Lucian is. Being the level 1 boss. I first started with like, what are you about exactly? Because I can only like make some assumptions. And he was like, we're like a library. You check information in, you check information out. And that he believes freedom is about like knowing everything. And I eventually came down to saying like, well, all these principles seem to go against what you're about to do, which is a disposable SIM card calling you for records, and that's going to get someone killed, right? And there was a lot of contradictions in his proposed philosophy versus him justifying delivering records to an unknown person, but at the end of which he said that the records have yet to be delivered, and that when they do, the person who has them delivered are probably going to get the fingerprint. But that's a mild charge, no?
Maybe, yeah.
So we'll see if the archivist follows through on it. It sounds like he is. But yeah, yesterday was a.
That Stacy's dead. I don't think she is there.
She could be. She worked with us. Oh, Ember Quinn.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Yeah, how the fuck are you dealing with all that?
You mean on top of like some of the shitlording like that's been going on? I'm used to it. Ruth has been fantastic. You know, Luca, Chris, etc., etc. Sean, new hire, amazing. I think our bar in the Marshalls has been so high, and it's been like people that can work independently and tackle shit while, you know, working together when needed. So when it's called backup, you know, people on channel 18, they'll go, you see immediately. There's like, it's just everyone's really doing what they need to do for the whole. There's a lot that I want to do still, but that's been a big play. Everyone's given each other the support needed to, you know, accomplish their things. Like McNulty's a damn bloodhound, and I love him going at it, and he understands when I need him to pull back, right?
Yeah, he's great. I'm glad that you have him, to be honest.
Yeah. Lane is getting really fucking solid. He's a new hire, but he comes with a lot of experience, and he's like sort of like the enforcer, right?
Yeah.
Flores is flourishing, I feel. He's allergic to a lot of stuff we're immediately working on, but he's been handling like zombie shit in other cases. Sean is really getting great. I wish he was around more, but like he's got other responsibilities. But like for when he's around, he's just really fucking solid. So it's just that's been a big help.
What happened with the ones that what do you call it? Were you got rid of?
I don't even think of them, to be honest.
They're just off doing their own shit now.
Yeah. And then those that we had some like suspicion of, I think they've locked it in. Like Blunt, for example, has been really key for like legal shit. Like you know. But I will say though, to be fair, I am barely hanging in there, right? Because we also have been dealing with, like, Helen took up the case for, so this is what makes it really interesting. Helen took up the case for Hunter, who he served the marshal warrant to, and she tried to put up a stink. Luckily, the justices had our back, in which she was trying to say we did something wrong, which we didn't. It's extremely above board. But it's Helen, right? She's like a gaslighting, hyperbole, you know, victim Andy. So, and then it turned out JJ was also requesting a FOIA through her, which he should know nothing about. So we're presuming either, you know, we're sort of suspecting he's guessing, which I may end up not serving him to him just to make him like keel a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like the least concerned about, because his charge is from like the 10-10 situation, whereas like Hunter and White are from the stabbing, which is, you know, more significant, I'd say. But
I don't even know how you keep track of all this. I'm not gonna lie, there's so many like things going on. I don't know how you do it. I mean, it's good that you've got so many marshals now who are actually competent.
It's hard to keep track because there's so much shit that keeps piling up. But we, because I didn't want to like keep nagging Bean's dad, because like I think what I'm asking for is like more and more and more and more. We're actually moving to a CRM system. It's like a professional tool for like task management, and it's got like whiteboards and like all kinds of shit. The idea being that when you look at these cases, you can see pictures and links to documents and reports, and that way we can visualize everything that's happening.
So are you still using the tool?
No, we are for like search and seizures, but you know, the task stuff, it's very hard to use that, because we got so much stuff, right?
Right.
And so instead of like the things I need would probably make Bean's dad work full time. So I'm like, you know, what if we just use this thing that's like already baked up, right? And so I'm gonna, next time I talk to Bean's dad, I'm gonna see if he can actually integrate that with this, right? Which, so
interesting. Have you ever used Obsidian?
Yeah, I introduced it to our detective unit about 7 years ago. It's really good. Problem is though, it's not good.
I don't know how to fucking use it. Like, it's so complicated.
Obsidian is based on mind maps. The idea is that it's meant for like studying. So let's say today we have this conversation. I could take notes and put a title, and all the things we're talking about, and it's out there in the wild, right? As like a leaflet, right? Just as a page. But then you can reference notes together, put them together. You can make graphs and shit. But it's really good for single person information gathering. It's not good for collaborative information gathering.
Yeah,
So,
I get that.
for example,
I like it just for using like the mind map stuff.
Yeah. So some of these tools do that, except in a collaborative way. So, like, yeah, it's, yeah, Obsidian's really good. It just, like I said, it's not good when it's like you need 10 different people sharing the info. There's ways to do it, but it's complicated. But yeah, no, Obsidian's really nice. Imagine Obsidian, but everyone uses it, right? And you can see who's typing what, and you can like format it. And, we are meeting White when Ruth is around. Okay. Do you mind driving? I gotta talk to Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Sorry about that. It's been very busy yesterday into today.
No, it's okay. Do you have a moment to talk in person, probably?
Yeah. Where would you like to meet?
I'm currently up north, but can be anywhere.
Want to meet at the observatory?
Yeah, we can meet at the observatory.
Okay, easy. I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Springfield has been amazing too. She's going through all these state accounts and unraveling shit. And holy fuck, the amount of grants people have taken into businesses that aren't authorized in theory to be doing the things that they're asking for grants for.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Have what was I gonna say? Have you guys been working on anything to do with what do you call it? That house that got sold?
Yes. So that's what it all stems from. We believe that those houses were purchased through illicit funds. And so that's why we're going through we're tying it all together. And I'm seeing if there's evidence of embezzlement and other things and recouping the money.
So would he get that house taken back from him if that was the case?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I don't know if it will happen though. We don't have a lot of good like financial laws. So we essentially need to prove, and it seems this way, that a lot of those things, a lot of that money, like grants, were requested for businesses that were not approved for it, and then were not used. So like a lot of that money was then pocketed. Like, homie got helicopters for events. How does that make sense?
Jesus Christ. Do you you gonna be alone for this chat?
You can join in on it.
Okay. Probably just gonna be thinking about a burrito.
Yep, you're good.
This place is such a good HQ.
Yeah, I love this. If it were ever possible, because like the room is very small, I would kill for, and I'm still asking for it, though I imagine I may not, is I want an underground one where there's cells and interrogation rooms.
I think that would be like a entirely different thing than what you've got here.
Yeah. I don't even have keys to this spot yet. I'm awaiting that as well.
You don't have keys to it?
No, we have to wait for one of the IT guys to like swap the ownership over.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Hi. I haven't seen you in so long. Yeah, but yeah, and then you were around for like an hour, and then you left again. Just go. Just go. If you're gonna go, just go.